I've previously stated, I'm not a Halo guy. I like any of them. I'm not really a fan of any of them. So to me, this kind of feels like it was a massive waste of money. Especially too, I mean, like, if you guys have like read the article and gotten all the information, like all the information's come in. Sony's being very transparent with this acquisition, and as in comparison to Microsoft, who's being a bit ominous. But Bungie has stated that nothing's really going to change. Like, their games are staying on Xbox, PC, multi-platform essentially, and they're not working on anything exclusive for PlayStation. Basically, the only thing Sony really got out of this deal is wanted they wanted Bungie's technology, and they also said they wanted them to work with some of their developers. And for 3.6 billion, that is a massive waste of money to me. And I mean, I'm not even trying to be overly critical on Bungie, because I mean, I understand people like those games, but you have to be kind of realistic. They haven't made a Halo in a long time, and the last two games they made were Destiny. And I mean, I played, Destiny 1 and 2. I didn't really enjoy either game. I actually enjoyed Halo more. Like, truth be told, I enjoyed almost every Halo more than I enjoyed the Destiny, because I'm not really for the live service type games like that. It's just not really my type of game. I honestly thought the PvP for Destiny was atrocious. This is just me. I don't even have any footage to show you guys. That's how little I like Destiny. I mean, I don't really play it. I don't capture footage of it. It's really just not the type of game for me. Like, even more so than Halo. Like, you gotta look at Insomniac and, like, their track record and their portfolio. And I believe they were acquired for around, I think it was like 300 million, like 360 million, I believe, something like that. And it's just, I don't know, it doesn't really make much sense to me, because I feel like their games probably scored higher than, Destiny 1 and 2. And I'm almost positive that Spider-Man is selling more. Like, the both Spider-Mans, Miles Morales and the first Spider-Man PS4. I'm sure both of those games have outpaced Destiny 1 and 2. So I don't know. I don't really understand the logic in, like, the 3.6 billion. It's like, I don't have a problem with the acquisition, but I just don't feel like, I don't think anyone else would have paid this much. I honestly don't think Microsoft would. I mean, obviously Microsoft has the money to do it, but I don't think they would have spent it. I just don't really see I don't see the potential. And I mean, they must have shown Sony something like really amazing. They must have shown them some like really amazing tech. That's the only thing that I can think of. I mean, it must have been something that Sony just wanted to own outright. I think this is like might essentially be bigger than one title. That's the only way I can see this like being, logical and like an intelligent move, is if they saw something that they believe they could make a bunch of games with, or like something they could enhance a large list of titles with. Otherwise, I feel like they grossly overpaid. Because I mean, this isn't the same Bungie. I mean, their track record kind of shows that. I mean, hopefully, we'll see whatever they produce next. But as of right now, they've kind of been very lackluster. Just look at how much they spent for Insomniac, and I mean, it was nowhere near a billion, which is like just insane to me, considering just the profitability of that studio alone. I mean, especially look at Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man is just doing amazing for PlayStation. It's moving PlayStations. It's selling like constantly. It's still selling. Like, it's outpacing games that like just came out. That's how well it's selling. And like, to see them pour all this money into Bungie, and it's like, I'm be honest with you, I'm not. I have to check the figures myself, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Spider-Man games have sold more than Bungie. Like, all of Bungie's last two titles, Destiny 1 and 2. I wouldn't be surprised if like the two Spider-Man games that Insomniac made have outsold those. So it's like, I don't really see, because I mean, the fact they went free to play kind of